users create online communities and they share information, ideas, and personal messages and other content. Can anybody give me an example of a social media community?
Facebook.
LinkedIn.
Good, LinkedIn. What else?
Facebook.
Facebook, of course, the obvious one. Instagram, Twitter,
Twitter.
yes. All of those fit that definition. What about email? You think email is a social media community? Most definitely, yeah. You send broadcast community messages out. You can communicate with people on newsletters and things like that, right? You know, when I was a kid, we were assigned pen pals in school. And we had to actually write letters on paper and send it to them through snail mail. You know, you kids today, especially American kids, you're so technologically connected, you know, more than anybody else on the planet has ever been before. You know, and with that comes a lot of responsibility. We as parents, we need to become more involved with you. And you kids, you need to know, you know, what you're dealing with and how you can actually mitigate. Pay attention to that. Mitigate means to lessen something, okay? So we want to lessen the future occurrences, you know, of issues that we're currently facing in social media. So maybe a few rules of etiquette might help that, okay? So let's review a few. Rule number 1, my first rule for you is do not accept strangers as your Facebook friends, okay? Don't do that just to up your friend count, okay? Who has 472 friends anyway? You know, it's not a competition. You don't have to do that. I read an article once on NBCnews.com, and it said that social media profiles contain really personal information. And when you accept strangers as your friends, it opens them up to that information. And that personal information they're talking about like the names of your pets' names. They can find that out. They can find out where you were born. And information like that, hackers use that information to tap into password retrieval systems like your email or your bank accounts, you know, things like that. So you really want to be careful about accepting strange friend requests. You know, it's also acceptable to unfriend somebody on Facebook. So don't think that you're being rude by unfriending someone. You know, they won't even know it unless they're cyber stalking you. You know, so it's okay. And if you do encounter a situation where you need to friend someone that doesn't know you or you don't know them, introduce yourself, just like you do face to face. Send them a message with your name and maybe your general location, not your exact address, and maybe a reason for the request, okay? Rule number 2, be aware of the content of your posts, okay? Some of the more annoying Facebook users, they post too frequently. They have chronic complaining and nobody wants to see all that negativity on their thread every day. Or they post these really vague comments that leave you with this question mark look, you know. And etiquette means keeping personal things personal, okay? So don't post personal messages on the board. Remember, Facebook and Twitter, these are all public places, just as if you were in a public place, you know, in reality. And you need to conduct yourself as such. Imagine that you are in a room full of people and you have the mic, because that's essentially what's happening when you're posting on Facebook. You have the mic. So be aware of how powerful your words really are and how they can affect other people. Rule number 3, your online identities. You all have an online identity. So make sure that you kind of maintain a clean web reputation, so to speak, okay? Imagine you're this famous basketball player. I'm sure some of you play basketball, football, soccer, and you just become huge with it. And you start garnering all this attention from the media and schools and, you know, other kids at school. the first place they're going to go to learn more about you is your Facebook page. You know, so what are they going to find? What are they going to find? Do not post pictures of yourself engaging in illegal or irresponsible activity, because it's going to come back to bite you. Okay? And my last and final rule, and you've all heard it before, do not text and drive. You've heard the Oprah platform. Do not text, and this includes Facebook, tweeting, all of that. Do not text and drive. It's just not using your head. Okay? You don't want to be that one that caused an accident because you were engaging in some type of social media activity. It's not a good look. If you find yourself in a situation where you need to send a message and you're on the road, first of all, you need to do it before you leave. Do it before you leave the car, or do it when you reach your destination. It's okay to make them wait for a response to a text message or something, because that's what texting is all about, right? You know, you respond when you can. It's not rude not to respond right away. If you find yourself in a situation where you need to text and you're in the middle of your route, just pull over for a second. Find something like a McDonald's or a QT that has like 2 driveways. You make right turn in and right turn out and be on your way. Pull over and send your message really quick. Boom, you're done. Everybody's safe. It's the right way to do everything. So I can go on and on about social media etiquette. But just remember, don't accept strangers. Be aware of your content and your online